Welcome to Subramani. I'm going to talk about risk, and then I'm making some videos on what is a bubble and how do you look at a bubble. So first let us try to understand risk. First of all, understanding risk is not easy, and here I'm talking of watching YouTube videos and trying to learn investments, or trying to read a book, or trying to read articles and trying to understand what you can do in the market. So first of all, understand that investing has risk, right? And not investing also has risk. So here we are talking of investment risk. Not investing has a risk of inflation. So you can't keep all your money in one savings bank account and say you're very safe. Yes, you can say that if the amount that you need is far lesser than the amount that you have. You have money in crores and you require money in thousands, then it doesn't really matter. And I've seen such people. I've seen people with 30-40 crores, and their requirement for the rest of their lives would be not more than 2-3 crores, right? So such people can afford not to invest. For the 99% of the people watching this video, investing is a necessity. So with investing, there is risk. What is the risk? Risk that the market can go down. The market can go and stay there for a much longer period than you think it will be there. The market can go down much faster than you think it did go down. Market can come up much faster than you thought. Market can stay down and stay down for a very long time, completely testing your patience, and come up exactly in 24 hours after you have sold. So similarly, investing abroad has even greater risk of currency fluctuations, etc. There are people who have seen a 57% fall in currency. It was sometime in the 1970s. Will it happen again? I do not know. Equity markets fell, I think, 43% in 1993. How many of us are ready for our equity portfolio to fall by 43%? Read my lips, 43%. This is just post Harshad scam, right? So these kind of changes happen in the market, and one thing to remember, very important to remember, is past performance is not an indicator of what is going to happen in the future. Not at all an indicator. The mutual fund industry tells you that, and you have to understand that the past performance is never a guarantee of future financial performance or returns. So let me give you an example of that. So in 2007, I met he's currently CEO. He was then CIO, and he said, "Subra, the cheapest rise in equity in our lives is over." Right? The market had just gone from 3,000 to 21,000. He did not say it is the end of the bull run, but he said the cheapest rise. 7 times in 4 years. Can you imagine what this means today? Let us, for calculation purposes, round off the Sensex to 60,000. If it has to go up 7 times, it has to go to 4,20,000 by 2027, right? Can you imagine that 2027 the index is at 4 lakh plus? Very difficult to imagine. Now imagine if you were in the markets in say 1970s, 80s, 90s, and you found that the market was at 3,000, which itself it had just come out of, I think it was even lesser than that, and somebody told you that it will reach 21,000 in 2007, you would have laughed at that person. But the market did that. Market went up 7 times in 4 years. Now, will it repeat? The only honest answer is we do not know, but it looks very difficult. There were no FIIs. FIIs came in, many Indians started investing, mutual funds had started getting popular, so there were many people buying. All those reasons were there, but remember, it was an infrastructure boom. Your FMCG, your pharma, etc. just did not participate. Yes, metals boomed, infrastructure companies boomed, power boomed, banking boomed, but that's about all. The others, many sectors in the market did not go up so much as the way these shares went up, but it pulled the index 7 times. So imagine the impact that these companies had on the Sensex also. So you need to understand all this. You need to understand that the markets, it's not easy filling up a risk questionnaire and say, oh, I can take a lot of risk. Please understand, risk happens simultaneously. You have lost somebody near and dear in your family. He was an earning member or she was an earning member. Your kid has got into some trouble and it takes away 10% of your net worth, whatever trouble it is. It could be health, it could be some mistake that he made, the mafia chasing him because he did a betting mistake. I've seen such mistakes, and it is taking away 10% of your net worth. That is the time when your wife is diagnosed with some illness. So exactly at a time when some breadwinner in the family is gone, your wife has got some illness, and your son has got into some trouble which requires a lot of your money, and the market falls 30%, how will you react? That should be the question, because it is not as though the market falling 30% is going to happen in a state of bliss and you are perfectly fine and you've just got a raise and blah blah blah. It never happens like that. So risk is when all these things happen at the same time. No risk questionnaire can capture all this. Capture your sentiment on that day to know how you will react when the market falls 30%. Market does not fall 30% alone. Market falls 30% when many other things also can be going wrong in your life. So with all this put together, how you will react, that is what you have to ask yourself. Not just that, oh, if the market falls 30%, what will you do? Everybody here says, oh, if the market falls 30%, I'll buy more. But exactly at that time, something else could be going wrong with your family, with your in your personal life, in your office life. Your company could be going through a bad time, right? So remember, all that put together is the risk. So when anybody makes a video, including subramani.com, this is not trying to predict the future. At least I am not trying to predict the future, nor am I saying in the past whatever I have done is predicting the future. This is very, very generic advice which can be a illustration and trying to tell you what could go wrong and what could go right, what could happen. Some of my past experiences, like they say in Hindi, kuch aap beeti, kuch jag beeti. Something which is other people's experience, something which is my own experience. We're just trying to capture all this and give it to you. I'm not trying to sell anything to you, but I still love the fact that you give me so much of your time to watch this. So I actually don't have anything to sell. These books are all pre-sold, and it's not even available in the market till I write a new book. So there is nothing really for sale here. You can come, watch, do whatever you want, but don't treat this as personal advice, because you need personal advice to invest. This is generic advice. I can tell you this is what happens if there is a recession. This is how you should be prepared for a recession. Personally, how your portfolio should be designed is something which you should ask an advisor, or if you're a DIY, try to learn and understand and implement. Don't try to think you can just do just watch a few videos and start investing, right? There are videos which say top 10 shares to buy, top 25 mutual funds to invest, or whatever. This is not a great indicator of what you should do. It is easy to believe. I mean, people with 10 times my viewership and subscriber base are giving you such gyan. Please take it from there. Don't come here for that kind of gyan. I am going to make some videos on what is a bubble and how it bursts and what you should look for in a bubble. It does not mean I'm saying that the bubble is coming, nor am I saying that, oh, the market is going to be booming. 2024, BJP will definitely win and the market will go up 7 times in 4 years, or maybe 7 times in 5 years. So don't worry, 2028, the market will be 4.5 lakhs. No, that's not the purpose of doing any of these videos. Understand the purpose. The purpose is to capture a lot of my experience, put it in a nutshell and give it to you. Is it possible for you to learn from here? Yes. Is it possible for you to cut paste and create your own portfolio from here? Very difficult, unless you are already doing it. If you are starting from scratch, I am not doing a start from scratch kind of videos. There are people who are making it, there are people who are selling it. It's completely up to you. So understand risk of watching videos also. Don't try doing a cut paste. Don't cut if you can't paste. Thank you.